a change in levels to get it to the mat, and he was able to utterly dominate a huge matchup.
What's next is either a big name or a big rank. Whoever it is, I am here to tell you guys I am one of the best in the world.
Grant KGD Dawson!
Welcome to UFC Unfiltered. Please tell me that's on video. I've never been happier.
I'm made for a fucking podcast. We're dangerous. Listen to me, we're at it. Did you see the fights the other night?
Oh, dude, I never miss the fights. I'm a psycho. And I was at the Sphere. I was at the Sphere to see your boy Merab.
Oh, that made me so happy. It's funny, Steve-O. I went out to eat when Merab came to New York. He brought us out to eat, and one of the guys he brought along was this guy Boris, this nice, mild-mannered Georgian guy. He went back to Georgia, got married, came back. When Merab first came over, it was me, Longo, and this gentleman Boris. Nothing to do with fighting, but he was the translator because Merab didn't speak a lick of English. So this guy came back. Now that we see Merab, we see his journey. When he came to us, not a word of English. We have a translator in here in the corner with us, just trying to, And now we look at him lately. I don't know if you've seen any of the media. Him going back to Georgia. It's like a movie. He came over here, not a word of English. He was working construction, and now he's champion of the world. And when you go home, there's guys with like chariots next to the bus going there. There's big. It was just it's just such a beautiful thing to see. You know what I mean?
That's great.
Another thing, Steve-O, this is what I really admire about you in this venture, because a lot of guys that were never involved with comedy and they are known for something else, and then they go into that world, they're shunned, they're looked down upon, they're outsiders, they're not accepted. I'm not attacking Brendan Schaub, but that's an example of a guy that maybe went too quick into that world and got shit on for it. Maybe rightfully so, but you got accepted. And I'm thinking, and we did speak about this before a little bit, it's probably because of your take on it. You're not trying to just do straight up comedy. It's your own unique take on it with the way you're doing this whole media thing and playing to your strengths, I should say.
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that a lot. I dove in. I care about what I do, and I have an authentic approach.
Authentic. That's what it is. It is authentic. Nobody else is doing anything like this in comedy. I don't think they could. I don't think they're fucking insane enough.
You've done so many cool things, and met so many cool people. Has there ever been anyone that you were just so super starstruck to just meet and work with?
Well, absolutely. I remember, like early on, more than 20 years ago, we filmed Jackass with Brad Pitt. That was really cool.
Oh,
yeah.
He seems like a cool guy.
Yeah,
super cool guy. Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of crazy stuff. One time I was in Albuquerque doing a show, and the lady, the venue manager, she said, "Hey, John Jones is here, and he's wondering if it would be okay if he came back to say hello." Like, are you kidding me? John Jones for sure. And he came back. We became buddies. It's been a lot of fun stuff.
Speaking of that, I'm looking forward to that fight with Stipe.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, everybody is. And what they say, I don't know if it was Chael or somebody, but saying that the Alex Pereira against John Jones is the only way to go. That can you imagine Alex Pereira against John Jones? Wow.
I think John Jones's grappling ability would be too much. I'm interested to see him versus Ankalaev.
But I think the biggest thing right now is we got to give Pereira a couple months. of a break, man. Like 3 times in 1 year, you know what I mean? And you could tell the first couple of rounds, like with Khalil, you know, he was a little bit slower than, well, he always kind of takes a few until he just destroys you. But it's like, give the guy a little bit of a break, because if we do see him with John, I would like him to be fresh. And that would be like something that would be good for for UFC Fight Week or something like that. So that's November. John fights. If John doesn't retire, because there's always talks of that, and then you bring him back for UFC Fight Week, and then he goes to heavyweight, then there's 3 divisions now. That might be interesting. I don't know, but Ankalaev will be pissed because he'll be like, I didn't get that shot. I don't know. I think let's give Alex a little break.
Do you think there's any validity to the talk that Alex Pereira is being protected from Ankalaev, and that's why he fought Khalil Roundtree?
I think that fight, when they made that fight, it was going to be, and it did. It played out exactly like they thought it would be. It's true that Ankalaev had a fight lined up, you know. Yeah. But who knows? In the past, sometimes they switch those things up, but they didn't. But you know, he had a fight lined up, in fairness. So now that he got past this, if Ankalaev, they said that if Ankalaev gets past Ratchet, then he's going to
he's got to fight one of those great grapplers for his own legacy. It needs to happen. I mean,
keep in mind that he's BFF with Glover Teixeira, who's a world class.
Definitely a great world class.
You know he's working it. I actually predicted, like a moron, I predicted that he was going to actually throw in a takedown versus Khalil, but you know, I was wrong on that, because I see him. You see him training and sparring. He's hitting it in. You see him shooting takedowns, and so he's got it in the arsenal.
It's not like he doesn't know how to do it. He just hasn't had to do it. He hasn't had to do it. You know what I mean?
I mean, he's so nasty. All right, Steve-O, let's talk about the thing. Let's plug it really quick. Where could people see your show, and could they watch anything online, or you have to be at the show?
The Super Dummy Tour just started. That one you got to catch me on the road. I've got my last show was Steve-O's Bucket List. You can find that at steve-o.com, as well as the show before that, which was called Gnarly.
Nice.
I bet it is gnarly. Now, do you do any of your old stunts on your new tour, or the Super Dummy, or is it all new, or do you just add new stuff to it?
Oh, it's all new stuff, but it's a multimedia show. I'm not like the bar is way too high for me to be doing this stuff every night, like over and over. So it's high level stuff that gets presented on a screen.
Shit, man. Well, listen, congratulations on all the success. The Super Dummy Tour. Where do they look that up?
Steve-O.com.
That's easy enough. Steve-O, man, always love talking to you, dude. Everything.
Hey, likewise, man. Likewise, dude. And yeah, I'm just gonna say you got Merab, you got Aljo, like who's on your team that's just going for it right now. Tell me about your team.
I mean, listen, I feel bad. Dylan Montiello, he had another shot at the Contender, and it was winning till he got caught. That was upsetting. You got Charlie Campbell still in there. We got Nas. Nas is a beast, and he's on a
Quarantillo your guy?
Who is it?
Is Billy Quarantillo your guy?
Billy Q isn't, but he's a friend of the team. He's Matt Arroyo's guy out of Florida, but Billy Q's a dog. He's been out here before at Longo's and at Serra BJJ. Very nice guy. We love Billy Q. He's good friends with Matt Favola, who unfortunately just got KO'd in Paris, but he's a warrior also. But we love Billy Q. Another good gentleman there.
Yeah, you know? Right on, man.
You know, I got some guys with me, young Tommy DeGennaro, and my daughter, and Tommy, they just competed. Listen to this, Steve-O. Over the weekend at Madison Square Garden, there was an MMA event. My daughter, 15 years old, on a whole card of MMA and kickboxing, she had one jiu-jitsu match versus another 15-year-old girl that's doing very well from New Jersey, and she won. She won at the Garden. So I was, you know, it's family business, Steve-O. That's just a proud papa throwing that in really quick. You know,
I love it, man.
Great,
super rad. Well, hey, dude, you're the greatest. It's
the Super Dummy Tour. The Super Dummy Tour.
Yeah, here, let me
show us.
Let's see it.
Look at the tour bus. Tour bus. Look at that thing. Let's see. Let's see where he is now. Oh, look at that, Steve-O. Look at that.
Very nice.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, Steve.
It's
That's
a good time.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Now
I got to chase my dog.
Go
Get
ahead.
up here, Moon Pie.
Go get Moon Pie. Steve-O, all our best, man. Thank you for hanging with us.
Nice
Yeah,
to
for
meet
sure,
you.
man. Of course. Yeah, likewise. Thank you.